This is our first lesson in the punctuation system, and the first punctuation mark is full stop or period that we are going to discuss in this tutorial. So first of all, a full stop is also called a period in English, in American English, and this stands for American English. If you have BRE in bracket, which you see in the next slide, that would be British English. So I'm going to sometimes compare the American English with the British English. It is the most commonly used punctuation mark in the English language, and it is used at the end of a sentence, which is very simple. You already know that. And it is not used between the letters of an acronym if that acronym sounds like a word. For example, fanboys. Now, so this word fanboys stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So these are basically coordinating conjunctions. Now, why acronyms excuse me, acronyms are made? Because it's easy to remember them. Instead of remembering for and or, but, or instead of telling young students to remember these coordinating conjunction, or it's a long list. So instead what you do is you take the first letter of each word and create a new word which sometimes sounds like a proper word, fanboys. So if it is a word like that, then you don't use full stops here. But if it is not like that, for example, I mean, I can't think of any word at the moment, but if it is not if it cannot be read like a word, proper word, then sometimes you use full stops. But in acronyms like that, you do not use any full stops in between those letters. The next one is in British English. This is what British English stand for. The full stop and the comma are inside the closing quotation marks for direct speech when reporting clauses. Sorry. For example, now because the topic is full stop, but at the same time I have given you example, the same sentence but in different styles, so you understand the movement of the punctuation mark and the movement of reporting clauses and reported speech. So for example, you are just in time. These are the words of somebody, as you can see that they are in inverted commas here. She said, so somebody said that, and a full stop here. So that's understandable, end of a sentence. But here you could see, let me choose a pen, you could see a comma here. Now this comma should be or must be inside the inverted comma. So this is a quote, and first you write the comma, then you put the core, and then you said, she said. Now if this reporting clause starts the sentence, then it should be something like that. She said, a comma, and then you are just in time, and then you put a full stop inside the inverted comma. So this is how you must write a full stop. Okay, so we cannot use full stop here because still the sentence is going on, but this is the final punctuation mark, and the final punctuation mark goes inside the inverted commas if you have to write it like that. But if you write this sentence in this way or this style, then obviously you put full stop at the end of the sentence, not here. We will talk about this in inverted commas lesson once again in detail, but here, because we are only doing full stops, so I just focused on the use of full stop at the end of a sentence, especially the direct speech. Okay. However, if the quotation is not a complete sentence and it is embedded in your sentence, then the final full stop will be outside the quotation mark. Now this is very important to understand, because sometimes when students see this they think this is wrong, but this is not wrong. Look at the sentence. It has been estimated that 67% of immigrants die while crossing the channel. Now this inverted, you could see this bit of the sentence it's in inverted commas, so that means it is taken from a news report or from any news. All right. The full stop is at the end because this full stop is not used for this quote. The full stop is used for this sentence. Okay, the sentence starts here, the sentence finishes here, and the sentence just uses this quote as part of the sentence. Okay, now this is not a complete quotation like that. This is a complete quotation. So if it is a complete sentence, if it is a complete quotation, then the full stop goes inside the inverted comma. But if it's a, you could say it's a fragment, or it's incomplete and it is inside, embedded inside your sentence, then you put excuse me, then you put a full stop for your sentence, not for those. For example, let me do this way. It has been estimated, let me put a question, inverted comma here, 67% of immigrants. Okay, so these are statistics which are coming from somewhere. Okay, so now I have used two pieces of um, quotations from somewhere to support my sentence, to complete my sentence. So this one is embedded in my sentence and this one is embedded in my sentence. So this is technically, this is my sentence, this is not the quotation. So that's why the full stop goes outside. The full stop is not the part of crossing the channel. It's not the part because it has been taken from somewhere, maybe from the middle of a sentence. So this full stop is the part of my sentence. All right, so that's why we use it at the end. Hope you understand that. Now my challenge for you is, can you think of some sentences like that, and share it with other people, with me, so that everybody can benefit. Okay, if you do, please leave them in the comment section. Let us move now. Okay, a shortened form of a word ends with a full stop. For example, sometimes you have to write these types of you could say abbreviations, or these type of short words. So for example, and then you have to use full stops. For example, General Bradley, you have to shorten general as GEN and then put a full stop. It's a military terminology, so General Bradley, full stop. The next one is I.E. which is id est Latin, which means that is. So instead of saying that is, sometimes you use this, but this is how it should be used, I.E. In the same way, exempli gratia, E.G. Latin means for example, and etc., which is very commonly used in English language, which means the rest. Now these words or these short forms should be written in this way, with full stops, no commas, or sometimes people use it without commas, which is not the correct form, which is not the standard form, I would say. Okay, I hope you understand that. When the abbreviation includes the final letter of the word abbreviated, no full stops are used. Okay, this is very interesting to understand. Okay, for example, I would circle this one. Doctor is the short form of doctor. This is a complete word, full word, and that's the short form or abbreviation. Now, if the first letter and the last letter of a word makes the abbreviation, then you don't put a full stop at the end of doctor. So D is the first, R is the last, therefore no full stop is used after doctor, as you could as you could see in this Dr. Matthew Birchworth. You don't put a full stop here. Similarly, the word Mr. is abbreviated as MR, the first M, the last R, and there is no full stop after Mr. So I hope you understand that as well. Okay, so that was it. That was the use of full stop today. Thanks for watching. I'm sure you like it. Please leave your comments in the comment section, and if you can bring some examples for the benefit of the viewers, or for discussion, you're most welcome to do it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.